Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. So lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining me and I hope you're all well. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good, thank you. So yes, we're back with the altered book in the kit from Tania at Tatty Treasure and Nanine at CollageType. They've collaborated on it. It is Bluebell Woods. If you haven't seen it, I think this is the third video. Yep, the third video I'm doing. This is every Thursday for me, and there are lots of other ladies doing designs with the same kit, each one on a different day of the week. So I will put the links to them in the description, and then if you want to pop over and see somebody else making it, you can, and also you'll be able to see Tania, who is playing with it too. So we'll just quickly go through because I have done a few bits since I left you. You've seen all this at the front. I did just get a tag ready for that. I can't remember if I was gluing those together, these pockets, or I'd done that on the last video. I can't remember, but I've got tags ready for those now. So I think that's what we'll do today. We will embellish those tags. I'm pretty sure you'd seen it to there. Now I don't know if I'd glued that down or not, but I have now and again just put tags in ready to embellish them. Yep, so this is a more recent page, and this one is going to go over there. As you know, I only glue the pages down when I can leave the book for a while, so I can leave it in a certain spot, but they will go there. And I have been having a look at some of the tags that I've got here. Bear with me a minute. Now I can't remember because I've put the elements together. These may be from the kit that is the junk journal kit, which is in Nanine's shop, because there's one in each shop. I might be wrong, but I think these are. Either way, if you go on and have a look, you'll see. And I think they're going to fit just perfect, these tags, in these half pockets. So yeah, that will be nice. We made those last time, I think, didn't we? So I've decided only to put one in. We are quite bulky, so the other one will go in another Bluebells kit book. So yeah, I've put it in, I've backed it, and I put it in between two pages just to give it a bit of strength. So I put two pages together like that. I've got two apart now. Put two together like that with the envelope inside it, and then I matted them both, so it's, you know, it's nice and thick. Strong is what I was going for, and I think I'm going to open it across the top. That's what I think, but I'll decide that at the end. So I've got a single page there that I will I maybe should have made that a triple, but I will just mat that. So we've just got a matted page. I love this one. Just love the two colours together. And again, I think that is from the junk journal kit, which is the one that's in Nanine's shop. Yeah, I left this one not done because I wanted to show you it. So this is another way of doing a pocket. So I matted that so I can see what it's going to look like. So I wanted to show you how to fold it. So you fold one over like we did when we did that one. Fold that over, but then fold this one back on itself. So I will now have a tuck in there, a tuck up, and when I glue this down and mat it, a little, what's that, a little tuck or pocket down there as well. And I will glue it across the middle there, here. I'll glue it across here when I glue it down, so whatever goes in the top will stop there, whatever goes in the back will stop there, and whatever tucks up there will stop, and that bit there will be what's holding it down on the page, a bit down there as well. So yeah, I've got another one of those, just not quite so far in, a fold over one. This was the other one that I was going to show you. So a page cut in half. So I've stuck two pages together. I've not long since done this one. Stuck two pages together, put that in just to keep it separate, and took a divot out. Now it was my intention only to take a divot out one page, but on one of them I took it out both sides. So I had to do it on both of them, but actually it means I can put a double-sided card in, and whichever way you've got the page turned, it will be pretty, won't it? These are journal cards from the kit, and I haven't, you know, that needs to be on the back as well, which will make it stronger again. And then you can have it like that, we can have it like that. My idea was to have that not cut out there, and then I could have had like a small pocket on there, a you know, straight pocket, but maybe we'll do that in another one. What have we got going on here? That's just a matted page. Oh, because that's going to be just a, That one's just going to be a single fold over like that. So that page is matted. I just matted them here and there so that I can, you know, keep the book fairly even, you know, so I'm not real heavy at the front while I'm working on it and nothing in the back. So yeah, again, I think one of those cards there is going to fit lovely in that. I think I'd done that one but not stuck it down, if I remember rightly, when I was with you. In the back, love this page. Love it in the back particularly because it looks like it should be there. So yeah, there's not too many now for me to match. Like I say, I'm not going to just mat and glue them with you, because it's literally just cutting paper and sticking it down. I know some of you love it, but you know, it's not all that interesting. So I think what we'll do is, should we have a go at these two today, and then hope. Oh no, yeah, that one. Was I going to say that one? No, let's do those two that are, I want to be reasonably similar but like opposites. Yeah, because I think by the time I come on next time I'll have all that matted and we'll be able to put the lovely embellishments in. What I've been playing with them a little bit, not a lot. I've put these might go on here actually, I don't know. So I've put a couple of the signs which fit on the signposts that are in the kit on these rocks. Now you often see signs on rocks, don't you, in am I in camera? And I've put one on a tree stump, yeah, in woods and yeah, over there, Denise. You know, places like that. And then I've put a few of the words just on some pieces of lace, just so I've got some bits ready to play with when I'm embellishing. That's all I was doing. I also dug out a little bit of this leaf trim. That will be nice somewhere. And that's about it. So yeah, I thought, haven't decided what to do as regarding the background on these. We're very colourful in here, very colourful indeed. So I'm wondering if the tags maybe don't want to be quite as. I know that I want some of these. Now, do I want to create a scene? I know most people decide before they come on, but I haven't. Do I want to create a scene, or do I want it more? I think I'd like it more. I think I'll save the scenes from the pages. I think I'd like it more, what's this kind of thing? Yeah. Document, that's what I'm looking for. Now I've got here some pages from a ledger book that no, that's not that one. Just got the card out. I haven't shared it with you yet. I think the only bit I've taken apart is that front. No. Doreen sent me some, didn't she? The lovely Doreen, thank you. You sent me some ledger page, yes you did, and here it is. I haven't put it away, of course I haven't. Oh, it's a shame to. Oh, there's a blank one. I was going to say it's a shame to use that with the writing on. Yeah, so I'm thinking some ledger. Sorry, I'm probably blinding you with that. Let's have a look what we've got here. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces. Yeah, these are pretty colours as well, aren't they? So all sorts of labels. So maybe some ledger, yeah, with some of these labels. These are ones that I've just printed out over and over again. Oh, there's those postcards as well. Right, let's have a look. That's the wrong way. I've got that twice. Looks like I've got it white. Oh, there's another one. Super. So ledger on one side, and then on the other, just something with these is what I'm feeling. Let me just fold that again so I've got a bit of space. So we'll have the ledger on the back for writing on, and I think I'll just have it matted, yeah, rather than completely covered. So love the colour of this one. Athenaeum Library. It's a ticket. You know what I'm like with a ticket. I love a ticket, and a colourful ticket even more so. Let's ink these as well. So do I want anything behind this? I don't think I will. I think I'll collage straight onto it. I'm not going to stamp on it. I'm not going to, what's the other thing, stencil on it. I think I'm just going to very nearly cover it all with some of these lovely things. Right, so we're having that lovely Well, it's a peachy colour on there, so it's circulation number. This ticket is not transferable. It's a lovely green ticket. We'll have one of those on there. And keep saying stop saying Do you know what I'd like? I really like that one as well. What I'd like is those tickets that were in Nanine's kit, and I've got them here. So we've got them with the blue, or I like that one better. I need to cut the curly corners off. Oh, excuse my, should I do it with my rounder? My circle punch, yes. Be quicker, won't it? Oh. Okay, so Adventures of Simba. It was raining, well, do you know the saying stair rods this morning? Probably do if you're in the UK. I don't know if that translates. It's raining very, very hard, you know, so hard that it hurts you if you're out in it. And yep, he's not seen that before. He's seen rain. He didn't mind the rain, quite like the rain, the gentle rain. Did not like that, and wanted to go for a wee desperately, but he was in great turmoil with himself. So I did just pop out to the greenhouse, got myself wet a little bit, and brought in his litter tray, which we've kept clean. It's nice, you know, it's got glitter in it, but it's clean just for emergencies. And he got in it and he got out of it, and he did not want to go in his litter tray. He wanted to go outside. So yeah, it was, you know, written all over his face like, can you just stop that and let me go out, because I don't do litter trays anymore. So yeah, he's not very happy. He did go out. He went out when his dad got up. Neil's at work, because he's like, don't be such a wuss, just chuck him out. And I'm like, no. I think he hears him when he says that, so he just decided to go on his own. So he went, but he wasn't very long, and he was very wet when he came back, and yeah, he's not right happy. So he's sleeping it off in his warm bed. Right, oops. Yeah, when I've done this video, I seriously need to clear my desk. I'm like, I really have no room to craft now. It's driving me mad. That's me thinking finger. Crazy woman. I'm just wondering if I would like on top of it something. Oh, that's gonna. Hide all my tickets. Finish your sentence, Denise. Yeah, right. I know these are printed on white, and I do not wish to cut any more out, so I will be dobbering them probably. Okay. No, I think I need another ticket there, like that. Maybe that one just on the top of there. So I'd like a bigger one there. Is there any reason why I can't have that on its side? Not really, is there? Although, I think that's a bigger bluebell. Am I making you dizzy? Making myself dizzy. Right, where did I like that? See, I liked what I had there. So let's just do one at a time. Where was that going? That way? Yeah, I just like that. So let's not mess with it. No, there's that again. Stop. Driving myself crazy. Yeah, I like that one. I want something there definitely, but I've got all sorts of pretty things. What about that one behind there? Okay. Hey, that's better than we'll use okay. Well, I've no shortage of things to. Let me bring in, see if you can see what I'm digging in. No shortage of things to play with. These lovely green, plain green labels in all sorts of greens. This one needs a bit of a stronger pop of colour, doesn't it? So, whoops. Oh, that's sort of a sage. Well, I think that's sage, sort of a sage green. Let's try one of those then. Come here. quite like that at an angle. That was a happy. I want a smaller one of those. So yeah, various greens and various sizes, so very helpful for Mrs. Indecisive like me. Ooh, I want it a shade different, I want it a different size. It's just that it's the same shape as that, but yeah, I'm not going to let that bother me. So, do we want a word? I don't want any, if I do I want a flat word, so I don't want any of the ones I've put on lace. Let's just have a look and see if anything speaks to us. These long ones are quite nice, aren't they? The beauty of the woods. Like that. To the woods. Spring in the woods. No, I don't like the colour of that one, so Bluebell Woods. Like that one across there. And you're hiding the rabbit, so you need to go sideways as well. Okay. Alright, let's try build it, glue it, as I've built it. Because that doesn't happen very often, does it? Right, let me just, I don't mind a bit of the white, just not quite as bright as that. I mean, I do like to do some of the elements on white. I'd like to say I did it on purpose, but I didn't. I just have I have odd sheets of white here and there in my printer when I've, you know, changed from white to the ivory, and that's what happens. That's it, just bring it down a bit. But yeah, I do quite like that some of them are, you know, got that different colour background. Don't like that bit, and I don't like that bit. That's it. So you're going on top of that. So you're going down first, and you can go, no, I want you in the middle. And I'm going to art glitter it. So what are you guys up to? Let me know. I'm no change for me, chasing my tail. I got caught up. I got in front with the videos, couple of days in front at one point, but yeah, it didn't last long. Just life keeps happening, doesn't it? You just think you're there, and then something else. Not, I don't just mean being ill, but you know, that as well. But yeah, life in general, things happen, and it's like, oh crikey, I was going to craft today. I was going to craft all day today. It's funny, but people get used to you doing it, don't they? Because when my sister and my brother-in-law come and see me, the first thing they say to me, because they usually text and say they're coming, were you crafting? I'm like, I don't know, I have to ask all the time because I live up there. Yes, I was, but I don't mind stopping for family visits. That's nice, isn't it? And again, I don't know where these big bluebells images are from, which kit. I was trying to stick to just one kit, and then I thought, why? When you've got all that gorgeousness, you know, because I will make something with the other kit as well, because I've got them both. And then I thought, when you've got all that gorgeousness to choose from, why? People can understand that not everything's in the one kit. They're not daft. I have to have a word with myself, whoops. Unless Tania at any point asked me to just use the one kit and not mix them up, which she might, and I would. But generally it's like, let's use it all. I think I've said to you before, these kits that Nanine creates, well, Nanine and Tania. Nanine creates it physically, I think. There's so many bits in them that you can use in all your other crafting. That was a bit low, wasn't it? And I want that at an angle, so I'm going to cut it at an angle. Let me get the angle right though. Yeah, that's better. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I use them in so many other things. You're probably thinking, yes, we know, because every time you say where this is from, it's from one of their kits. But what I'm trying to say is the value for money. If you want both kits, then you need a reason, an explanation for having them both. They're not, you know, one trick wonders. What else was going on there? This. Let's just going to hide that completely. See, I told you it wouldn't be the same by the time I did it again. That's not how I wanted it either now. But let's just put it down because I'll play with it for hours if not. Yeah, I think when I do the junk journal one of these, as opposed to the altered book, I will put a lot more fabrics and lace and maybe buttons and things like that in it. I just have to be so careful. Nearly hidden my pink one there with the altered book, because it is just, by the time you've done, just having matted your pages, it's so chunky. I mean, there's nothing much in that yet, and all the pages are not matted, you know, so it is going to be what they call a gator mouth before I even put stuff in it. So yeah, I don't put lots of fabric and chunky bits in. Well, we're having this one here. It'd be nice if it went onto that tab a little bit, wouldn't it? That is the one I'm having, isn't it? Yeah. It's the longest one I've got now. So where do I want it? There. Let's just ink it across. There we go. Silence. Your phone or your computer's still working. I just stopped to draw breath 2 minutes. I know it doesn't happen very often like that. I'll let it dry before I put the stuff on the back. Right. Let's do something similar here. Oop. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the embellishing. Can't wait to start putting all the pretties on the pages, but yeah, I've got to wait. You'll have to be patient too. Oh, I was making that a bit dark. I don't know what I was thinking. That's okay. We'll get there. Well, we've got 2 more after this one, so hopefully they will both be. Well, I'll have a couple more tags to make, won't I? Unless I do them off camera. Who knows? But yeah, I know the embellishing is what you'll like to see, so that very last video will definitely be all embellishing. Yeah, so we've got 2 more weeks, so we've got time for tags. Can't even remember. I should have looked at this. Was that over there? Should have looked at it before I took it apart. And then that one on top. Can't remember. Maybe that was behind. I ought to have the plain one on top really, didn't I? So that. Will it go up there somewhere? That's better, isn't it? I know I've got a gap here that I need to do something with, but I've got a bit of a one on here as well. I could always, you're not stuck. Oh no, gosh, you're not. I don't know. I could always yeah, do a little stamp or something on there. Actually, that one might be nice down there. Maybe on something. Right. So you're going on top, you're going underneath. So it's this one, this one, this one, and that one. See if I can do it in order and not change me. My layout. Word won't come to me then. So our weather's very rainy. You probably gathered from the story about Simba not going out, and yeah, it's still rainy now. And by the look of the trees, it's a bit breezy as well, so it's probably cool out. It's not cool in. Although I have got my heating on very, very low, I have to say. But yeah, not cool, but well, it probably is out there. It's very bit miserable looking, to be honest with you. I really ought to go out for a walk, actually. I'll see if I can motivate myself. I'll be alright once I get out there. It's getting me coat and shoes and dragging myself away from my craft room, but I really should. Even even if it's only 5 minutes round the block. Trouble is, once I'm out, I don't just go for 5 minutes. Well, I only go for half an hour, don't get me wrong. If I'm walking fast, 20 minutes. But I suppose it's a way to get myself out, isn't it? If I say just 5 minutes, just round the short block, as we say. I'll let you know. It's not a definite yet. Oh, I've just spotted that. So if that would be nice, but I think, would that get in the way? I think it would. I better not. I can put it on top of the ones that, well, these are the ones that are going in there. So anything on the top's not going to quite like it in a line though. Yeah, we'll see. Let's just deal with the job in hand to start with. Oops. Yes, I had a hectic day yesterday packing off some Etsy sales, which is always nice. Seeing as it's all payout at the moment and the car's not very happy now, so the dentist is costing a fortune. So yeah, I really need to get sorted on my desk. Right, shall I go in a straight line? I might go in a straight line for a change, and I'm going to, because I don't want to back this onto anything. I had my little scissors out today. No. Wish I'd done it with that one now. I'm just going to chop the corners ever so tiny. Can you see? I think the camera might be a bit far away today, is it? Let me... Oh, I might have to join it if it stops, but let's give it a go. Oh, you were a long way away, weren't you? I've got that one a bit pointy now, so I can... That's better. Oh yeah, I like it now. It's made all the difference. It is nice to back words quite often, but occasionally I like to just put them down on the... It's just another layer on the layers. Yeah, I like that. Wish I'd cut my corners on that one now. Never mind. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything squared up and finished and put away so that I can start on a big fairy journal. That's my plan. Right, I was thinking those are the wrong way around. They go that way, don't they? So when they're in the book, yeah, that's going to want something up there, really. Oh, I had a label. Where were you going? I know it's not going to be on show up there, but you might just see it there. And it, you know, somebody could write on it, kind of thing. As you do on a label. Label it. Oops. So Neil's doing an extra shift at the weekend coming up. He's working Sunday, so that means we won't be going to the car boot, which he was a bit... He said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, it's probably good that I don't bring any more stuff into this room until I get it squared up a little bit. Anything else? Just sit and look at it a minute. Yeah, for somebody who wasn't going to make them full on. Yeah, you should have known. Never mind. Oh, I like the numbers at the top of the back. I can only have it on one. So, shall we do a bit of a rippy? Rip it with the... Oh, I was going to say metal ruler. It's here. I was thinking I haven't seen my metal ruler for a while. Let me just pop this on here. In here. Or it won't work when I want it in a minute. There we go. Will it look alright with one word on? No. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that off and and keep it. Because I want them to be even. I know they don't need to be, and I'm going to keep that. But I want them to be. Okay, so I've got lines, so this shouldn't be too difficult. She says, except for I want to be just above that line. Lift up. lovely paper. I think it's nicer than mine actually. You know, the one I found. It's nice when you get to use some real original paper instead of, I do use a lot of digitals at the moment. I go in fits and starts, but at the minute I'm using a lot of digitals, and there's nothing wrong with digitals. I love them. I'd be lost without them, but it is nice to use some real McCoy. And sometimes I don't like to. You know, if I didn't suddenly have the inspiration for this, I would have hoarded this for a long time. So, okay, do I just want it down flat? Do I want the corners rounded? No, I don't think I do. And if I had something fancy behind it, I'd rip it a little bit, but it hasn't. So I'm just going to go flat, is what I'm going to go. And then I can always embellish it if it's offending me. Ooh. Now then, look how that line's faded. That's lovely. Lots of red. Decisions. We'll go that side. Did I ink the other side? I can't remember. I think I must have, because I can't see any on this side. That's it. Okay, turn it over. Yeah, I inked this side. Ouch. My glue's been out a bit this morning, so it's feeling a bit sticky with itself. Let's hope it's being sticky with the paper like it's supposed to. Yeah, I would probably sew these as well in an ordinary junk journal, but again, I don't want to put any more bulk in this altered book. I think that's maybe why I don't do so many, because when I start them I always think, why don't I do more altered books? And then I remember as I'm going along, yeah, you have to be really careful with the bulk and unless you get a big book and take a lot of pages out of it, I guess, then you could make it bulky. But I always, when I take mine apart, I always think, oh my goodness, is there any pages left? But then when you start matting them, they thicken up and they thicken up, and you think, oh, I could have taken more. It feels nice, this. I do love craft card. Didn't start my timer. I wonder how long I've been. Don't think I've been long. Yeah, it needs to dry. It's a little bit bendy and a bit soft, but I think when it dries it'll be lovely. Right, I could always put a number down there, couldn't I? I probably will, over the seam there. I'll wait till it dries and find something, because it'll need straightening up. Yeah, and yeah, either a word or a little label or a number down there, definitely. Okay, so half of that page is going to live for another day, and it looks like I might have a scrap as well. Yeah, I think I might get that extra little line in there. I will. Oops, that's a rubbishy rip. Never mind. That wasn't as bad as I thought, actually. So yeah, what projects have you guys got coming up? I think I said to you last video, I can't wait to get in my room and start, you know, my greenhouse room. We'll run out of glue pages. Start getting some papers dyed and sprayed and what have you. I've had a little go, but I had to finish them off in the oven, which I don't want to be doing, because we've had an enormous, and I mean enormous, utilities, gas and electric bill this month. I knew it would be, because it was bitter cold and I was not going to turn the heating down, and I didn't, but oh my, it was a biggie. So yeah, I shouldn't really be, am I going that way or am I going that way? I like it that way. I shouldn't really be putting the oven on to dry papers, should I? Not when I've got some that I can use anyway. I'm just eager to do some new ones. Neil came in the room the other day. I wanted another little shelf up, and he was measuring, and he said, I've got the tub at the side of me of all my coffee dyed paper. He says, when did you make all those? There's loads there. I said, well, that's after winter. there was a lot more than that at the end of summer. He said, why do you need to make some more? What a question. How do you answer that to a non junk journaler? Love that. Yeah, happy with them. Playing with labels and that's what I love. So yeah, I might put something on the front as well, but yeah, definitely want some numbers or something on the back there, but it needs to dry. Can you see how they're curling up at the corners and what have you? I need to let them dry and then straighten them out again. I put them under. Thing is, if you put them under your mat, they dry straight, but they take forever to dry because they're not in the air. There you go. They're a bit bulky now. Right, have we got time for anything else? I'm not sure, to be honest. Oh, we could quickly mat that, couldn't we? And then I can glue it down. Let's do that. Let's do that then. They're all my full pages, which I don't really, you know, for these for matting, I don't want to cut in two unless I really need to. So I've got some shorter ones, but I just really need you. Right, don't read anything on this page because it might have a swear word on it. You can't read anything with my hand flashing around like that. No. Yeah, it's an SAS book, that's why. It's one of Neil's old books that I'm gluing on. But there is some language in it. There we go. Right, so that doesn't need matting. This needs matting. This bit's separate to that. So I want a piece in there to get my brain going then. So it doesn't have to go down much past there, does it? Or it has to go all the way. Yeah, because it's going to show out this edge. Unless I pull that further over, but no. No, look, I'm going to tear it at the bottom. No, it needs matting all the way, so it is a full piece. Yeah. Where are the full pieces? Shall we have some bunny rabbits on it, because they it's not going to be written on back there, is it? Right, how far in do I want it? Lined up with that. Do I know what I'm doing? Not really. I'm just playing it by ear. Let's just, I know I don't want that, do I? I suppose I could cut it across there, because I'm not sure, because my brain won't compute. I probably don't need that bit, but oh, let's not cut it off in case I do. So how far in am I there? Don't want to go too far in, so we maybe can take a smidge more off there. I don't think I need this, but I'm still leaving it on for a minute or two. Okay, that's going down there, and then I could just fold, couldn't I? Fold it, and then I can see. So I think there, perhaps in a little bit more. Yep, I didn't need it. So yeah, it did need to be all the way down to the bottom, but I can take that in a tiny bit more, so that it's not sitting on the fold. Okay, I know that was a very strange way to create it, but I got there. And flat across the bottom. There. Yeah, that's super. So I'm just going to mat the front of that. It will be strong enough. Yes, it will. Okay, just ever so lightly. I'm not inking a lot. along there, and then along this edge. That's it. Yeah, so if I put that bit down there, it strengthens that, the back of the pocket as well. There. Yeah, and then the piece I put on here, I might take it a bit further over, we'll see. Let's put that down first. This is the thing, another thing with the altered book, you have to let pages dry. You can't just go on to the next and the next and the next. Although I do have to with a journal, don't I, when I'm adding stuff. Although I can put pages in the journal, you know, just the only reason you do that in the journal is to stop it sticking to the next page, whereas in this you bend your page when it's wet if you don't give it time to dry and stiffen up a little bit. You go away or I'll have you stuck to me somewhere. Nope. Not in the right place. Will you just move for me? Be kind. Where's me? Should have inked the fold. Okay, it has done. Thank you, rabbits. Much appreciated. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think I've folded that quite straight actually. That's better. So I want a piece a little bit longer, wider. I had to think about that then. A little bit wider. We don't want the same rabbits, do we? No, they won't go anyway. They won't fit. But maybe can use a scrap on there. That will be good. Where are they? I've got thin tall scraps and fat wide scraps. No, I want something plainish. I think they're all my thin ones. Where's my wide ones gone? Wide scraps, anybody? If I mix them all in together? Quite possibly. Oh. Right, they're not page width, that must be my scraps. So we could do blue lights on the back. What do we think to that? Just see, I've got a headless rabbit. We'll have to put label on you. Maybe. Oh, this, I like this. Yeah, that gives me, with it being that way, it gives me that little extra. Oh, it's just missing at the bottom though, look. Drats, I need it a little bit deeper than that, but going that way. There's going to be nothing. Would you credit it? Just thinking if I could use. Let's try these first. No, I've got a big one here. Could, couldn't I? Just trying to think how it's going. That way. That took a bit of thinking about as well. And where is my crease there? So it needs to be matted, sort of. There, do we think? Let's just crease it and try it. Oh, I can cut that off because it's definitely big enough, and then I can always trim it down more. Was it wide enough? It must have been. No, I haven't, have I? Because I only measured it on the page. You fool, Denise. Can I get you out? Oh, do you know what? I'd be dangerous if I had brains. You can't really go that way, can you? No, but you could go that way. No. It'll come in for something, don't worry. Let's use a full piece of paper. So we've got green. Quite liked that one actually, didn't I? Yeah, well, let's do it a different way. Let's do it that way. And make sure we've got the length. Okay. Maybe I should be cutting this on my guillotine. Not like me not to be, is it? Oh, still only just made it. In fact, you didn't. How did I do that? How did I manage to measure and then not? Because I should have been the other side of the crease. No, I'm not having it. I'm just create scraps because I'll use them. I wanted that piece now. I'm getting so I've got no choice. All right. Right, all the way in. Don't do it again. Make it too big, not too small. So yeah, I should, if you see, if I was editing, I'd be tempted now to take all that out so you wouldn't see what a holy mess I made of matting a piece of paper. Oh, it's double-sided, look. I'm going with the green now, I've decided. Yeah, that's it. So we're about 1/4 centimetre too long. Right, you know, it can be a little bit shorter, can't it, because it's going on that, but I want it fairly close to the edge because it's been a tuck. It will, it didn't take anything off there, worth talking about, Denise. It will be a strengthen it, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I might leave it that little bit longer actually. Okay, let's see if I can finally be clever. Because again, it wants matting inside, so look at that wobbly line. So it should need trimming in theory. But going by what I've done so far, who knows? There we go, we did it. Yay, we did it. Yeah, it wants trimming a little. Make sure I'm trimming the right side. That's it. Gosh, wasn't that hard work? I'm ready for a cup of tea now. The one little piece. Let's get it on there. I think probably I'm still not top drawer, so that's my excuse. Hear me now making excuses. Yeah, my brain's not functioning on full. But I'm still enjoying myself. Even when I do that, even if I oops, you know, because it's not a one-off, I do it quite often. Even when I do boo-boos like that, it doesn't bother me. I know some people would be like, even Neil, I think, he'd just walk off because he can't cope with things. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, if he's DIYing or whatever, he can't take a big sigh and do it again and do it again and do it again. But I shouldn't have done that, should I? I suppose you are gluing down there though. That was good on the edge. Wow. Yes, it is gluing down, no problem. Yeah, he would have to go away and get over it before he went back to play with it again. Otherwise, you know, he'd just go in it like with temper and a bull in a china shop and with his head down, as they say in sporting parlance. Whereas I just, I don't know if it's, I'm used to doing it wrong. Or I just don't let it bother me. I just go again. And if I'm doing anything with Neil, I'm the same with him. I'm like, don't get so agitated. It's not the end of the world, is it? Don't get me wrong, I have bad days when that's lovely like that. Yeah, when I can be like, and a little swear word escapes and I'll run off. Might put something up there, you know, like, not a word, but something like that. Oh. 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 Well, I only picked that up to show you what I meant, but I quite like that. Look at that, because it's an up tuck, a down. Right, I was thinking, shall I have a doodah in there, but I can't now. Do you know what I mean? A wowel. I like that on there. That would hold it down. I do still want to line up the middle though, because because I don't want things to go through necessarily. I mean, you could do it like that. I think I did it on my last altered book actually. Oh, that was up there. Do it like a belly band, so a big card goes all the way through. That's another way. I think I know I'm not embellishing, but I'll use it somewhere else if I don't do it. Do you like that on there? Because I really do. I don't know why I haven't embellished the rest of it yet, but the book's got to stay open anyway to dry there, so let's do it. See, that makes up for all the times I cut that wrong. For me. I don't know if it has for you, but for me. Oh, I know it's art glitter, so it should dry clear. I know you can see a bit of it through the lace, but I wanted plenty on because yeah, it might be a pulling point when we put things up here and in here. And obviously it's going to have a lot more embellishing. Of course it is, because it's mine. But yeah, I feel like I need to put something in there to remind me. It won't be what stays in there, but you know. Yeah, I think I like it without the divot actually. It'd be nice for some little, if I can find some nice thin lace to go up there. Lovely. Right, now I do need to leave the book alone because that needs to dry. So thank you so much. I hope I haven't driven you mad with my waffy ways today. I've enjoyed it, so I hope that was evident to you. And yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you again tomorrow with, I don't know, something to start the weekend. No, not something to start the weekend. We're going to finish the beginner's journal because I've got some more ideas I want to put in it, and then it needs to go before I'm in danger of constantly working on it. Okay, so yeah, beginner's journal tomorrow, and then it will be the weekend and we'll be playing with scraps. Okie doke, have a good day, see you soon, bye for now.